What's up, guys? If you're a dog owner and you've always wanted a dog that listens perfectly in any environment, on or off leash, welcome to the most immersive YouTube series for dog training on YouTube. I'm Austin Laramie, owner of Zero to Hero Dog Training, and we are recording every single day, day 1 to day 46 of her whole training experience, from knowing nothing to being a master. This series is going to teach the everyday dog owner how to successfully live and train their dogs to have the best relationship and give their dog the best life possible. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, put on the notification bell. We're posting multiple times a day for the next 46 days. I'll see you there. Woo! Oh. Come on, bye, 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 bye. Conditioning a dog to an e-collar means teaching them what this feeling means. She's gonna feel this weird feeling. It's not going to be pleasant or unpleasant. It's just going to be there. It's not gonna cause her any pain. And I have to teach her what this feeling means before I can really start using it for real obedience. So the next 2 weeks, I'm going to do a couple sessions a day with her. Week 1 of conditioning is just with the come command. I use what the dog knows very well to teach the e-collar. I don't use the e-collar to teach the dog, right? I use the obedience that she knows to teach the e-collar. So what I'm doing is, 1, I put it on. 2, I gotta find the lowest level that she feels. And that's called a working level. So I'm gonna start at level 1 and I'm going to start tapping it. I'm not looking for her to jump, yelp, scream, none of that. I'm looking for an ear twitch. I'm looking for maybe she's panting and her mouth closes. I'm looking for maybe she looks down or looks at me. Something very subtle, right? So I'm gonna start tapping now. We're on a level 1 and I'm gonna go up very slowly until I see a change in behavior. So I'm tapping right now, no change. I'm on a level 2, tapping right now, no change. I'm on a level 3. No change. And the goal is to be very quiet when you do this. Don't talk to your dog. You want to make sure nothing is getting your dog's attention so you can see the change in behavior. So we're on a 4. And right there, I think she felt that. So I'm going to go again. Yeah. So she's feeling that. Cool. So we're on a level 4. And I'm going to go to 5 just for good measure. Yep. Ear twitch. Cool. So she feels that. So we're on a level 5. That's her working level. Again, there was nothing crazy that happened when she felt that. So now that we found her level that she feels, the very first level that she feels, that is not, anything aversive, anything corrective. Now here's what I do to teach the dog what this means. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to hold this button down and it's going to be continuous stim. So she's going to feel boom, boom, boom. She's not going to know what this weird, strange feeling is. I have to teach her it's me. So I hold this down, and right after I hold it down, I say come, which she knows very well. As soon as she starts to come, I let go of the e-collar, I turn it off, and then I reward her by praise. So essentially what we're doing is she's gonna feel this weird feeling first. It's gonna confuse her. I'm gonna say the come command. She's gonna go, oh, come. And then as soon as she starts to come, that feeling is gonna turn off, and she's gonna learn how to turn that feeling off, right? So she's not gonna know what it is, but she's gonna figure out how to turn it off. So I have to teach her what this means before I could use it. So here's what we're gonna do. I got the leash on because when dogs start e-collar conditioning, even though they know the come command very well, when they start to feel the feeling, it can confuse them and they might not come. So I have the leash to assist her. So I'm gonna hold it down, but I'm not gonna let it stay activated for more than like 2 seconds before I start to assist her. I don't wanna sit there and just hold it forever. But also, I will not release it until she starts to come to give her a clear path on how to turn this off. So the second she starts to come is when I release it. But if she doesn't start to come within 2 seconds, I use the leash to get her to start coming. And then I release it. Then I say her marker. If she won't eat right now, then I'm just going to praise her and say good girl and run with her. So let's get started. So of course, you want to let your dog, just kind of chill out, be distracted, or go sniff. You want to get some space from them. And here we go. Just know every time I say come, right before I say come, I'm holding the button down. Piper, come. Yeah, good girl. As soon as she came there, I let go. So it was not even on for more than a second. That's it. So now I'm just going to let her get distracted. And I'm going to grab the leash, break. I'm going to let her go. I'm just going to let her do her thing. Come. Yeah, good girl. Woo, good girl. That's awesome, girl. Good job. Good job. Good job. You're going to see her confidence go crazy in the next 2 weeks because of this. Watch. Piper, come. Yeah, good girl. So I'm turning it off. The moment she starts to come to me, I'm turning it off. And she does feel it. Again, all the anti-e-collars out there, all the anti-e-collar people, you're not going to see her act afraid on this session. I'm sorry. You're going to see her look very happy and confident and love the training. I'm so sorry that it doesn't fit your narrative. E-collars are the best tool, hands down, for dog training when you know what you're doing. Great tool. So again, I'm just going to do the same thing. Come. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. And again, I don't need an e-collar to train a dog. I have clients who come to me and they're not fans of e-collars and I can't convince them. We still get their dogs trained. We just don't get them off leash. That's it. E-collar for the everyday dog owner is just for off leash obedience. But it is much more than that if you're doing competition stuff. You can get your dog very, very far, very fast in a way that makes sense to the dog. Very effective. Ideally, I like to let her sniff. She's very leash aware, and we've taught her and conditioned her to follow because of all the leash work we did. So she just naturally wants to follow when she's on the leash. Come. Yeah, good girl. Come. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. What a good girl. What a good girl. Cool. So that's the first thing that I do using the come command. Now, there's two other things that I do on week 1 conditioning. I'll show you the second thing I'm going to do. This is called a tap and turn. All I'm doing is I'm working on that heel position and teaching her just to follow me. And when she feels the taps, it just means to follow me. So I go back to a shorter leash and I start walking. And then all I'm doing here is every time I turn 180, I tap twice. So I'm going to go tap, tap, just like that. And I'm just going to walk. I don't say anything to the dog. There's no reward for this one. Tap, tap, and that's it. Off. Tap, tap, that's it. Off. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Good girl, good. Tap, tap. Good girl. So that's the second thing I do, condition a dog. The third thing that I do is I'll do something like this. I'll walk very, very fast or even run. And I'll let her get a little bit ahead of me. And then I do the same thing that we did the first time. I just hold it down, come, yeah, good girl. And that's all I do. Good girl. So again, I run pretty fast. I go fast. Come, yeah, good girl. Good girl. That's all I do. It's kind of like the first one. I hold it down right before I say come, and then I release it when she comes. But yeah, that's e-collar conditioning. That's all I'm going to be doing 3 times a day, 4 times a day, for like 3 minutes at a time, 4 minutes at a time. I'm very conservative with it, but I like doing it this way. So again, we have 46 days with her, so we don't need to rush anything. I like to make sure my dogs are well-rounded. We don't push dogs out as fast as possible to take money. We make sure our dogs are good. We get them really nice. I care about the quality of my work, not the quantity. So that's pretty much it, guys. We're going to condition her, and I'm going to record every single session of the conditioning for sure, because it is so important. A lot of people, you have to seek a professional when you want to start e-collar work. Don't do this on your own, okay? Or give me an email, send me an email, write me in the comments. I help people virtually. We do virtual coaching for this stuff. If you want to have an off-leash dog, wonderful thing. But don't do this on your own, and don't just buy any e-collar either. And if you think that you should get an e-collar because your dog barks or your dog bites or your dog's aggressive, you do not need an e-collar. That's not why you get an e-collar. You get an e-collar because you want an off-leash dog and your dog's already trained, okay? So you don't get an e-collar to fix problems. If you look at it as, I'm getting an e-collar to fix this problem, you're going to ruin your dog, and you do not need an e-collar, okay? Very harsh, but don't, like, I'm super stern on the e-collar. I see a lot of people misuse it. They don't know how to use it, and their dogs come to me and they're a wreck. So don't use it on your own. But yeah, that's a session. You know, that's what we're gonna be doing outside of just working her regular obedience still. We're gonna be doing these sessions daily now, a couple times a day, a few times a day. So thanks for watching, guys. That is day 1 of e-collar conditioning, day 10 of Piper staying with us, learning how to be a really good dog on and off leash. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching the series.